It is good to be back on a motorcycle. Oh, it's been a bit since I've been on a bike, but it's been really cold. This is actually the first time I get to test my brakes out, so I'm excited for that. So, new brake lines are on, feel much better. So I haven't got a chance to ride because it's been so bloody cold. I mean, we're talking about like 20 and under. Even the bike's suffering a little bit. Suspension's a little stiff because it hasn't been ridden. But not bad. You can see there's still some snow on the ground. But it definitely feels good to get back out on the bike, do a little riding. You notice I now have an actual microphone inside my helmet. Woo! Oh, even the bike's happy to be back out on the road, man. But the main goal for today is to get out and do a little riding, because it's finally nice out. And, yeah, I gotta go to the DMV. I hate going to the DMV. It's always a pain. Seriously, every time I go to the frickin' DMV, they always have a problem and it takes me forever. Oh yeah, she's still warming up, but she's a little stiff, I suppose you could say. Now, if you're just tuning in, my name is Renegade. This is my 1993 XJ600, and it is a kind of brisk 43 degrees right now here in Cape May, but it is what it is. Now, as I said, I gotta go to the DMV today, because I need to re-register the car, or renew the registration on the car. Whatever. Either way, I hate going to the DMV. Every bloody time I go to the DMV, they always find a problem and it takes me forever. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, let's see. Last time I went to the DMV to re-register my car, it took me 2.5 hours. Why did it take so long at the DMV? Everybody else goes into the DMV, they got their paperwork, they hand it over or they fill it out right there, whatever, and they're in and out in a matter of moments. My mother timed it once and she said that it took her a grand total of 3 minutes. In and out in 3 minutes to renew the registration on her car. I just have really bad luck. The last time I went in, and unfortunately it's not the first time, this state just seems to love to mess with me. So I went in, handed over the paperwork that I already had filled out. You know, I'm here to re-register my car. I'm like, okay, take your paperwork. It's right over there. Okay. Da-da-da-da-da. 10 minutes goes by, and the woman calls me up and she says, you can't re-register your car because your license has been suspended. It's been suspended for the last 4 months. No it hasn't. My license wasn't suspended. I would know, and I wouldn't be driving. Apparently, they had a snafu at the DMV in which my license number was picked as a suspension number. Waiting for them to get off the phone, I had to call, all for them to realize, whoops, somebody made a boo-boo. Damn right someone made a boo-boo. How do you suspend somebody's license when they're not actually suspended? Nobody could give me an answer. Nobody wanted to give me an answer. Who knows? I don't know. those brakes are nice. Alright, let's see how long this is going to take me. Right now it's 5:03. Let's see. I'll be amazed if it takes me less than half an hour. Seriously. Wow, guys. Holy cow. 10 minutes. That's all it took this time. It is a miracle. Man, I don't know what to do with the rest of my day now. Actually, that's not entirely true. I do know what I'm going to do. I'm going riding. Oh, the wonders of an air-cooled motorcycle in the cold. Choke and warm up. Oi. Alrighty. So now we're done with the DMV. It's time to go out and actually enjoy somewhat warm weather. So one of the other reasons I wanted to go out today and ride was because with the weather turning like it is, this is probably going to be one of the last times I get to ride. At least get to ride like this. Now, when I say that this is one of the last times I'm probably going to be riding like this, what I mean is, probably going to be one of the last times I ride with this setup on this bike. If you follow me on Twitter, it's right there on the screen somewhere, you would know that I've been tweeting about phase 2 for this motorcycle. Now, I mentioned before, I did a custom build on this bike. When I got it, it was completely stock. And I went ahead and I customized it. Why? Well, I like custom vehicles. But my next step is going to be a front end swap. Well, a partial front end swap. I'm currently in the possession of the front cowl and the gauges, and I have the bracket and the headlight coming, all from a 91 Yamaha FZR. So what's switching over the front end going to do for this bike? It's going to allow me to run the clip-ons that I've wanted for ages on this bike. So here's the thing with me. Not to say that this bike isn't comfortable as it is, but here's the thing with me. I like to either be always leaning forward or be reclined leaning against something. Now, when I say this, I'm not talking about just on motorcycles. I mean in life. I'm either sitting leaning far, far back in a chair. These roads are horrendous, by the way. Or I'm leaning forward with my hand, or with my elbows on my knees. That's just the way I feel most comfortable. Now, when I adjusted certain things on this bike, I dropped the front end, I rotated the handlebars, the XJ600S shock that I got, raised the ass end up a little bit. They made it more comfortable for me compared to the normal upright seated position that this bike normally has. But I'm still not quite there. I'm not as comfortable as I wish I was. So this front end swap is going to take care of all that. I shared this idea with a few people, and of course one of the responses I get is, why don't you just buy the FZR? Well, why don't you just buy a sport bike? Well, the answer is pretty simple, actually. Cost, money, availability. I bought this bike for $400, and when everything's all said and done, I'm into it right now for less than $2,000. Now, yes, I stare at the 2017 R6, and that to me is like motorcycle porn. That and the Ducatis. Not sure how I feel about the 4s yet, the new ones. Now, these bikes that I drool over are multiple thousands of dollars to buy. And frankly, I don't have that sort of money. So I make do with what I can get, what I can afford. besides which anybody can go out and buy themselves an R6, do the simple bolt-ons, just like everybody else in the world. Now, I'm not dissing anybody that does that. Keep that in mind, okay? I mean, I'm watching motorcycle vloggers that are doing that, basically. You know, they're adding different parts that you can order and you can bolt on. No big deal. But I'm doing something that I like to think is unique. I like the idea of a unique vehicle, something that nobody else has. And I really enjoy the process of doing this. You know, doing a custom build, doing things my way, deciding, you know what, this is the normal thing, but this is what I want to do. Why be normal, right? I'd much rather do it my way. Yeah, that's the plan. Switching over to the XJ600 front end. Now, I'm not doing the shocks and front wheel right now. Maybe one day, maybe, but besides the brakes, I don't really see much of a point. I know people just cursed me out and said, you know, heresy, sacrilege, whatever. I'm gonna take a quick blast up the parkway. I gotta go to the library. We're actually gonna get this bike up to some highway speeds. How much the highway sucks in the cold. Now, you're not about to see me rocking up to 100 miles an hour, because frankly, it's cold, it's windy, and cops don't like me, so I don't want to get a ticket. But it is really cold. It wasn't so bad when I was doing 50 miles an hour. Now I'm doing 70. It's a bit chilly. So yeah, the plan for this winter, since I don't have much else to do, is to get the entire front end swap ready and done. Now, I might be out of the bike between now and when I get the front end done, but I'm not going to be getting rid of this front end. I'm not throwing out my fairings and whatnot. I'm going to hold on to those. And I'm going to keep the bike ready for me to go riding if I get a nice day. That's why I don't winterize my bike. Because I'd rather have the ability to go out riding anytime I want. Well, that's one of the big plans for 2018. I really want to get this front end redone. I want the more comfortable bars, or at least more comfortable for me. But coming in 2018, I'm hoping to get the front end done to fully finish this motorcycle the exact way I want it. Fully customized my way. I'm also really hoping to do a trip on this motorcycle again, going down to Washington, D.C. I did it this last fall. It was a lot of fun taking this bike down there. And I'm kind of debating on another big project that I might actually pull trigger on. Maybe. It's something I've been thinking about more and more as time goes by. Nice, fun, big build. And when I say big, I mean starting off in a... Well, I can't tell you too much. In case I decide to do it. But if I do it, it'll really be something, I'll tell you that. And I will tell you, it will be a motorcycle. It actually so cold that I'm having a hard time feeling my my turn signal switch when I gotta push it in to turn it off. Oh, I do not like the cold. Yes, I know I was the genius that went out riding in it. Doesn't care. One of the fun things about motorcycles is people always pay attention to them. It's both a nice thing and a bad thing. Like in front of me is a cop. I don't want him paying attention to me. But I struck up a conversation with the girl working the counter at the library because she saw that I was riding. Of course, she thinks I'm nuts because it's super cold. But it's still cool to meet people, have conversations and whatnot. Just because you have a shared interest in motorcycles. And when people find out, you know, oh yeah, you've got a custom motorcycle, now it's even cooler. That's not why I customize my bike though. I customize my bike just because, well, it's what I want. So yeah. Plans for 2018. Completely finish the XJ600. Do the front end. Get the riding position to exactly where I want it. And see about maybe some trips. It's funny, I went out today just because I wanted to test these brake lines, but it's ended up being a longer trip, a longer ride than I had originally intended. Riding a motorcycle will do that to you. If you don't have a bike, trust me, get one and you'll learn real fast what riding does to you. Get the chance to go out, next thing you know, it's like 2-3 hours later. I know I had said that my next video was going to be another project video, but when you get the chance to go out riding, man, you gotta take it. But I'm still planning on doing that video soon, so stay tuned for that. Temperature's dropping something fierce now. I gotta get home before I freeze. So if you like this video, you're looking forward to the next projects I have in mind, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe. Thanks for watching this video. Tune in next time when hopefully Renegade isn't freezing his ass off. Still, fun ride. Lights worked out, so I get to leave you one last good blast here. Oh, I love the power of this bike, man. Alright guys, y'all have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video.